Madam, e don do na. Abeg go do family planning. Your house don turn maternity ward. Leave matter. Na children be my investment. Tomorrow one go turn doctor, another lawyer. Even if na only one succeed, my life don better. Madam, but at least try small control. If you no wan do family planning, use protection na. Protection? Abeg shift. Dem no dey use nylon lick tom-tom.
If anyone had told Mama Belinda that she would someday sit down, hold her head, cry, and even beg God to turn back the hands of clock, she would have laughed so hard her wrapper would fall off. This was the same woman who once said proudly, leave matter, na children be my investment. Tomorrow one go turn doctor, another lawyer. Even if na only one succeed, my future is guaranteed. But life has a special way of humbling loud people. Mama Belinda and her husband Papa Okiemute lived in a bustling public compound in Ageje, Lagos, the kind of compound where 10 families share one bathroom, the tap works only when NEPA is happy, and everybody knows everybody's business before the person even knows it. Papa Okiemute was a gentle, soft-spoken carpenter who couldn't hurt a fly unless the fly refused to pay for furniture. Mama Belinda sold roasted corn and groundnut, and she was famous for shouting louder than her charcoal fire. They were normal people, but they had one extraordinary problem. They simply could not stop giving birth. Every year, clockwork, Mama Belinda's stomach would begin to rise again like bread absorbing water. By baby number 8, people in the compound just greeted her stomach directly. Good morning, mother of all nation. By baby number 10, neighbors sighed when they saw her. Madam, don't do na, go and do family planning. But she always brushed them off with one excuse or the other. Sometimes blaming God's blessings, other times claiming she was too fertile to fight nature. And when the exhausted neighbors finally told her, if you no want do family planning, at least tell your husband make una use protection, she simply shook her head and replied with her usual dramatic confidence, insisting, beg, dem not dey use nylon lick tom-tom. By baby number 12, even the compound children whispered to themselves, see baby factory don't start again. But Mama Belinda, with her chest out and head high like a proud hen, always said, children are blessings. Now God they give. If God say make I born, who be you to stop me? Papa Okiemute always nodded quietly right behind her. But deep down, both of them knew the truth. The blessings were beginning to choke them. Their single room was too small for their family. So small that if you stretched your leg, you would touch the next person. Children slept on the corridor, on the balcony, under the table, on top of the old sewing machine, and even inside big buckets when visitors came. Neighbors began walking carefully, like military parade, because Papa Okiemute's children were always scattered everywhere like Wi-Fi network. Always full bars, always present. Each morning, the entire compound woke up to the same chorus. Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, he take my slippers. Mama, my trousers tear. Mommy, I want poo-poo. Mommy, my book don't finish. Mommy, he beat me. Mama Belinda was running a whole primary school, daycare, and orphanage inside one single room. Yet, every night, when the children finally slept, Papa Okiemute and Mama Belinda still continued their favorite hobby: manufacturing more babies. One sunny afternoon, Mama Belinda gave birth again. This time, it's twins. The compound people didn't even pretend to be shocked anymore. Some laughed, some shook their heads, some just prayed silently for peace. When she returned home with the newest babies, someone shouted, "Congratulations, oh! Na 14 na abi?" Another responded, "This woman never tire." But the real wahala arrived 2 weeks later. All 12 children were sent home from school. All of them. They marched into the compound like a football team returning from a disappointing match. The headmaster's letter read, "Madam Answer, please pay school fees or keep your children at home. There are too many. The classrooms are full." Papa Okiemute sat on a stool, scratching his head like someone searching for network. "Mama Belinda, how we wan take pay for all these children?" She hissed. "Leave talk. School no dey run. Children go sabi something later." Papa Okiemute sighed deeply. It was not that he didn't love his children, but the weight was turning his back into question mark. One afternoon, Mama Belinda strapped one twin on her chest and the other on her back and marched to the provision shop to buy rice on credit. But the shop owner folded her arms. "Mama Belinda, your credit don't pass 87,000 naira. I know they give you again, no." Mama Belinda shouted, "When I get money, you dey sell for me, but as money no dey now, customer consider now, abeg, my children need to chop." The shop owner replied calmly, "Yes, but na because of children you suppose slow down. Your pikin too plenty." Embarrassed, Mama Belinda stormed out of the shop. But Kama was waiting outside, warming up like Lagos last mile officer. That evening, their first daughter, Ese, came home crying. "Mommy, auntie say make I stop school. She say I must follow her cousin to go do house girl work." Mama Belinda almost fainted. "House help, K? Who born you for that nonsense?" Before she could finish talking, their second son burst into the room. "Mommy, landlord say we must pay rent or pack out." Then their third daughter entered. "Mommy, teacher say she no wan see me unless I bring uniform." Then the fourth child. "Mommy, I am hungry." Then the fifth. "Mama, my slippers don't cut." Then another. "Mommy, I fall down." Another. "Mommy, Junior bite me." Another. "Mama, baby don't poop on my body." Mama Belinda stared at all of them and slowly sat down. Then quietly, she began to cry. Real tears. The kind of tears that come when life finally resets your brain. Later that night, after the children slept in all the corners of the room, Papa Okiemute spoke softly. "Mama Belinda, we no fit continue like this." She wiped her eyes with her wrapper. He continued, voice shaking. "This one no be blessing again. We don't turn ourselves to slave. Even Bible talk say make man count cost before we build house." For the first time in many years, Mama Belinda nodded silently. That night, no argument, no shouting, no denial, just truth, plain, heavy truth. The next week, Papa Okiemute did something nobody expected. He went from house to house in the compound, apologizing for the disturbance his children caused. Neighbors were shocked. Mama Belinda also swallowed her pride and went back to the shop she insulted to apologize. They put the older children in free government schools. 2 teenagers went to live with relatives. 2 oldest ones went to learn skills. Papa Okiemute began taking extra furniture jobs. And Mama Belinda, she stopped giving birth permanently. Neighbors celebrated like it was Christmas. One woman whispered, "Suffering don't finally catch up with them." Another replied, "No be suffering, na sense." Slowly, life began to improve. There were times when there was food, and at times they have to face reality. There was peace, at least to an extent. And for the first time, they began raising the children they already had, instead of producing new ones like factory. Moral lesson. Children are blessing, but too many blessings without planning will turn to burden. Giving back to many does not guarantee your future. Wise parents prepare well for the future of their children, not the other way round. If you don't plan your family, responsibility will humble you publicly.